Be able to remember every book you've ever read, but forget every movie you've ever seen. Or be able to remember every movie you've ever seen, but forget every book you've ever read.
I forget most movies after I watch them anyways, and I honestly don't give a shit. I'd rather remember books, I think. Books seems way more OP. I'm going books.
Have a pet dragon that can't fly. Or have a pet unicorn that can't grant wishes.
So do you get a giant fire-breathing lizard that can't fly? Or do you just get a horse with a white horse with a horn? I'll be real with you, my guy. Horses like crazy. I ain't trying to pick that up. I don't even have a dog or a cat because I don't, like I'm not ready for that right now at this point in my life. I don't need a giant white horse with a horn dropping loads outside my window. Give me the dragon.
Be able to bring any painting to life, but only for an hour. Or be able to enter any painting and experience the scene, but only for an hour.
These suck. I'm going number one. Dude, what are you gonna hop in a painting and just stand there? There's nothing there.
Which would you choose?
Wow, they didn't do the last slide. Thank God. Yeah, no need to sit. You don't have to sit two. There's no two now. Haha.
Which would you choose? Be able to switch between night vision and regular vision at will. Or be able to switch between thermal vision and regular vision at will.
Dude, this is actually OP as number 2, 100%. Number 2. Dude, number 2. Listen, people are saying number 1, but hear me out on this. Ready? Hear me out on this. Number 1 is great if you just like to go out at night and do whatever, right? What use is thermal vision? Thermal vision would be insane. It would be insane. Like, you could see literally for miles if you wanted. 2 comes with 1 built in, pretty much. But like number 2 though, number 2 is danger vision. Yeah, I mean like it does a lot of things. I don't need wall hacks IRL. I'm not shooting anyone. True, but though you got to think though. Night vision, you wouldn't see certain things. So like, let's say you went out for a walk one night. It's late at night and you're going for a walk. There's a few things we could talk there. We want to talk like small animals. Like if even with night vision, you might not see small animals in brush and stuff like that. But thermal vision, you will see them. You will see them. You will see anything coming near you at all times. And that would include people too. And like people that are hidden or like it's just. I feel like there's more. It's more of the alert version. Like I don't go out at night that often. I wouldn't need night vision most of the time. But like, let's say you're driving through the woods at night. Night vision would be nice, but thermal vision would be best because you could still see in front of you. But like, if there's like a fucking deer that's hiding on the side of the road and you don't see him, thermal vision would just be like, deer over here. You know what I mean? So, thermal vision would be harder to see random stuff. True, that's actually a good point. That's a good point. I think each side has some advantage and disadvantages. Just Pressing's 3 months, appreciated. Thermal, you can see through walls. Can you see through walls in thermal? Like actual walls? I'm not sure. Sort of. I think if it's thin enough. I can detect leaks behind walls as a repairman. That would be amazing. Oh, true. You could actually get some probably crazy Dude, even if you wanted to be like let's say you fell out of a job, like you had no job anymore, like you just, dude, you could just you just be like a dig safe guy. You could be like the best dig safe guy ever, where you just go out to like places so they don't hit pipes. You just walk out, look at the ground, you're like pipe here, pipe here, pipe here. Okay, bye. you wouldn't have to study. Just go out and look. Well, if they're warm though, I would assume the metal would be a different color though. You know what I mean? Like. If the ground, let's say, is like one color, it would probably be like slightly colder, so then you could like see the difference. I'm not sure.
Have the ability to create a duplicate of yourself, but it only lasts for 1 day. Or have the ability to switch places with a duplicate of yourself in an alternate reality, but only once.
I don't know. Number 2 sounds scary. I feel like you only choose number 2 if you feel like there's no way things could ever get worse. which you would probably do in a really emotional, distressed state when it's not in your best interest. I would choose number 1.
Live in a world where everyone's dreams are broadcasted for others to watch. Or live in a world where everyone's memories are stored in a public database.
Ah, fuck. This is interesting. Number 2 just has too many problems. There's too many things I think of that are just like, this is the end, you know? I gotta choose number 1. It has to be.
Be able to make plants grow instantly by touching them.
Dream content? Dude, I could just never stop streaming. When I get off stream and go to bed and just turn it on. Stream, pog.
Or be able to make inanimate objects come to life by touching them.
Nah, that's some terrifying nonsense. Call me Mother Nature.
Have a magical pen that can write in any color and never runs out of ink. Or have a magical sketchbook that can turn your drawings into real objects.
Yo, you just want a pen that never runs out of ink? Or the ability to bring to life? What if you suck at drawing? But you could hire a really good artist, right? And have them draw something and then maybe you sketch it? You don't want to tell them, you know? I have pens that don't run out. It's called grabbing another pen. I think you just take number 2 because the pens just don't seem useful.
Be able to
Unless I guess you're just scared of number 2 and you just like, okay, I'll choose number 1 so I don't have to deal with this.
rewind time by 1 minute, but only once a day. Or be able to pause time for 10 seconds, but only once a day.
I think this one we already did. I think this is an old one.
Have a magic suitcase that can hold an unlimited amount of items. Or have a magic key that can open any door.
So do you want an item box or do you want a skeleton key? Probably an item box. That sounds awesome. Imagine you're like, okay, I'm traveling, you know, I'm going somewhere else. Let me bring my setup with me. I'll bring all my bed. I'll bring some clothes, and you just put it in your pocket and you'll leave. Yeah, with the weight, they can hold an unlimited amount of items. I'm assuming weight's not put in here. Like, I'm assuming it just shucks it in and goes into like a pocket dimension type of thing. Open any door, really? Was that
Live
number
in a
1?
world where money doesn't exist and everything is based on a barter system. Or live in a world where money is based on personal merit and accomplishments.
This one's evil. These are both terrible. See, people think number 2 would be the better choice, but you don't know what an accomplishment is counted as, and you don't know, like, there's a lot of factors there. That is a spooky one. That is a very spooky one. I think you gotta go number 1.
Be able to change the outcome of any one event in history. Or be able to witness any event in history without being able to interact.
Number 1 sounds cool, but number 2 is like, you don't want to f things up. You know? I'd probably choose number 2. I'd be too scared of something up.
Have a device that can change the weather to your desired conditions. Or have a device that can generate any food you want.
You could just use this to basically have unlimited this. How are you guys all choosing 2? Guys, if you had the ability to manipulate the weather wherever, you could literally basically have the world in the palm of your hand. But you can sell the food? End world hunger? It depends, because if it's like a box and you could like walk into a warehouse and just like fill it full of grain, then maybe. It's like you couldn't yourself do it. You just couldn't be everywhere at once. I guess number 2 is better. Nah. But you hold the power with number 1. I'm taking number 1. Easy.
Live in a world where all news is reported accurately and without bias.
I wonder what that's like.
Or live in a world where all politicians are completely honest and transparent.
The correct answer to this, chat, is number 1. There's a very good reason why it's number 1. Because even if this was the second one was true, people would still follow the people that said and did terrible. This at least wouldn't glorify the people doing terrible. People would still follow it though. So the difference here is this doesn't really change much. They just don't lie. This stops the manipulation of people's thinking.
Have the ability to control your
Holy fact that was 60-40.
dreams every night. Or have the ability to control other people's dreams every night.
Ability to control your own dreams every night or other people's? My own. I'm doing my own. Okay.
Be able to teleport to any fictional world. Or be able to bring any fictional character into the real world.
This is... this is... Depending on who you are, you probably have strong feelings for either number 1 or number 2. Wait, someone said number 2 and bring me Thanos? You're well, shut up. So, number 2, there's a problem though, because you could bring someone into your world, and that's like, it could be your perfect person. Stop spamming break. I will you up. Then you could bring them into your world, and they just don't like you, and they hate you, and they just leave. And it's like, well, I kind of wasted that. But if you teleport there... It says teleport to any. You could teleport to one, and then you're like, and then you teleport to the next one. You know what I mean? So like, you could always leave and go to the next one if you wanted. This one is a one-time brings them to you. This is an unlimited you go to them. Number 1 is the easy answer.
Have a magic wand that can grant any wish, but only once a year. Or have a magic wand that can grant small wishes every day.
How small we talking? One would be so fun. One would be fun because, like, you would just do, like, 1 year, your first year, what's everyone gonna do the first year? Unless you have, like, something, like, really serious, like, you know, like, a disease or really sick or something, you're probably gonna just do, like, oh, I'm gonna wish for a ton of money, right? Okay, now you have a ton of money. You can go just do a bunch of shit, right? You could do that. That is obviously a very, very easy answer or a very easy option. But also it's scary though, because then what happens if people figure out you have this magic wish, and then once, you know what I mean, like when you're getting close to it, people...
I might not be in every stream, but I appreciate your content and it helps me so much.
This is the 15 months game. Appreciate it, dude. And then it's like they know you have this, and then like when you start getting a little bit closer to that, you know, that time of the year, there's governments and people that are like coming for you because they know you have this big wish coming, you know? Well, you'd be smart about it, but like, let's say overnight you became a billionaire, like everyone in the world would notice. You know what I mean? Like every bank would go, wait, how did $1 billion just appear in this person's account? And it's not a, you know what I mean? Like that type of thing. It would be, you know what I mean? Like it'd be like one of those things. Like I feel like it would raise some red flags. You have to be a lot more careful with it at that point. I guess it depends on how small these ones are. Because if you could just like, I don't know, wish for a couple thousand every day, or you could wish for, you know, just so things you don't have to like worry about. Like let's say you're like, I want to lose 10 pounds today. You know what I mean? Like just like little small. That seems kind of cool. I don't know. And you could, and this one compounds though over time. Like if it's very small, I wish I could bench 15 more pounds. And the next day you do it again, and the next day you do it again. And like now all of a sudden you're like, you know what I mean? You almost have something you basically could like build up overnight. You know what I mean? Or in like a few days. I don't know. I would probably... I'm leaning towards 2, but I feel like 1 is just so powerful that you probably have to pick 1. I don't know. We see. I like both.
Be able to speak every language in the world fluently. Or be able to play every musical instrument in the world masterfully.
Number 1. I don't give it number 2. Yeah, number 1 is useful. Number 2 could be useful if you decide to pursue a career in music, but that depends if you actually decide to do that or not.